Hey y'all, it's been a minute. At least it's been a minute since I've been seated in this setup. There's been a lot on my mind and I don't necessarily like to do these type of update videos. I did a post approximately 2 weeks ago, if I had to guess, about sort of just some of the things I was feeling because I was really just sort of feeling worn down on YouTube. I was getting bored editing my own videos, which is never a good sign because like if you can't watch yourself, how are you gonna expect other people to watch or care about what you have to say? I wanted my editing style to be different, and I was just feeling like I was kind of forcing myself in positions where I was having to talk about content that I didn't necessarily care about, and that's never really something you want to happen. And then it hit me while this was happening. I, for a long time, have treated YouTube as a job. Around Christmas time, I knew going into the new year, there were a lot of things I wanted to change or new things I wanted to try in the new year on my YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden, like end of January, beginning of February, I just kind of hit a wall with those things creatively. And if I'm being completely transparent, there's one thing that changed in my YouTube journey, if you will, and that was making money. And it wasn't a lot and it wasn't consistent. Started to get to the point where I felt like I was putting out content or doing enough live streams to feel like I was hitting that $100 benchmark to get paid every month. I was forcing YouTube into this job square. I wasn't in the right headspace, and I wasn't looking at YouTube as what it was when I started it initially in 2019, and also what actually got me on this path of consistency back in like March of last year. And that was doing one upload a week that made me really, really happy and that I was really proud of. And all of this is sort of from my chest, and I'm probably gonna edit this way prettier than I'm even saying it now, but I'm sorry to you guys if you've seen a lack of my content. I think the weird thing about burnout is sometimes you don't really recognize that you're burning out until you're like completely done and you just hit a wall. I think in the film community, what is amazing is we have trends, we have things that we all love, that we have in common, and that we rally around, i.e. Marvel movies. But I found that I was taking these things that I was passionate about and kind of killing some of the things that made it special and personal to me by trying to then quantify it and articulate it. I've just realized it's best for me and for the channel if I pump the brakes on those sort of things. And so that's kind of what that written post was about. Back to the trends in the YouTube community. I feel like sometimes I feel pressured. These are not the right words to use. I feel like sort of dumb just making my own version of it. And that's, again, not to insult or say that that's wrong for anyone to do that. It's super fun to make like trailer reactions and see all your friends' trailer reactions. But like in my Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness trailer reaction on Super Bowl Sunday, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, my heart was not in it. I don't know if that's why I missed Professor X's voice in the trailer, but I was just so not in it and not interested because I just felt this, I have to film this now and edit it and get it up, and that anxiety and that weight wasn't exciting me the same way it was when I watched the Moon Knight trailer a month ago or whenever that was. And so those are a lot of words to just say. There's certain things specifically in the film community when each movie gets released, I don't necessarily want to talk about every movie. For example, I saw Uncharted last weekend. I actually thought it was pretty great, but I don't think I'm going to make a review about it because I just don't want to. I didn't want to feel the pressure of going to see that movie and feeling like I had to make a review afterward. I think another huge thing that I realized when I hit this like burnout wall was that I felt like there was a cognitive dissonance or a disconnect between the person I feel like I am in my real life and the person I feel like I am here. And I have never tried to be anything false to you all. Over the holidays, I started reading more. I took up a couple new hobbies. I got into gaming, which obviously some of you saw on the YouTube channel. And those are things I obviously wanted to create content about because as a content creator, if you're passionate about something and it falls sort of under the umbrella of like nerdy fandom stuff, which is what movies and TV are to me, then it felt like I should share it, but I also didn't really know how. And the other thing was you guys have a lot of you subscribed for film and TV related content, and so some of you might not be into book content. And I've decided that I think the best way to kind of go about that is find natural ways to integrate it on YouTube. Basically, I'm asking for your understanding in advance for maybe a little bit of a slight shift in the type of content I make. I don't think it will be anything that drastic, and ultimately like film and TV is where my passions lie, but as certain things become slightly more important in hobbies and stuff, you may see a little bit of adjustment. I think also the main thing that I want to focus on is scaling back and creating quality over quantity of content. I feel like I said before, I was getting bored by my own editing. And for me, the one thing I've always believed about YouTube is that the best way to create good content on YouTube is to watch other YouTube content. And this video is titled Fighting Burnout with Media. So I've been watching a couple of these people on the screen. The best way that I feel I can keep my ideas relevant and upload enough a week is to do 2 a week. I'm thinking Tuesdays and Thursdays are those days. I'm not saying those I will only ever post 2 videos a week and those will be the only days, but for now that's what I'm thinking, and I feel like I'm finally in the place in my YouTube journey to have upload days and to really promote those and stick to those, not only for my own sake of not burning out, but so that I have enough time to create the quality content that I want to make for you all. If all of that makes sense and you're still with me and you're still following, I kind of wanted to talk briefly about what I've been interested in lately. So other media, I read the Folk of the Air trilogy, which is a very like fantasy series. Oh, guys, it is so good. It is probably one of my favorite book series. Like, it's rivaling Percy Jackson. That's how much I genuinely loved that series. And I've been really into like booktube. So if you have any booktubers, please send them my way because I really just like getting people's opinion. But I read those books and I love them. And now I am reading Six of Crows. So I'm continuing down that fantasy path. As of today, this moment of filming, I finished all of Sex and the City, the TV show. I loved it. It was the perfect binge show because each episode is like 20 to 35 minutes. And then video games, I've been playing a lot of The Sims 4. The Sims is forever my game franchise. If I could get rid of every other game but keep one, it would be The Sims. But that's been really fun and been another really great creative outlet for me. I've gotten into Fortnite and I've gotten into Uncharted. I'm still not done with Uncharted. I guess that's it for this video. I don't know if this really is that profound. I guess the takeaways for you, if you have somehow skipped to this point because it might timestamp it. I will be uploading on Tuesdays and Thursdays at no given time because that might change day to day. In terms of the type of content, it might get a little bit more varied on here, but I hope it's all higher quality. Go over to Instagram if you want to see absolutely everything that I'm doing or interested in or up to, because I'm going to try to be a little bit better about posting there. Thank you guys again for your patience. I hope you have an absolutely amazing day. If you enjoyed this video and are excited for what's going forward, leave a comment, a like, or potentially consider subscribing. It would really mean the world to me and help out this channel a lot. Have an absolutely amazing day or night whenever you're getting to watch this, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye everyone.